Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Build Your Salon Business Talk. It's Tuesday night, y'all, and y'all know how we do. Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are ready to go. We are ready to bring you special guests. We are ready to give you business tips. We are ready to get you to whatever your next level is. We don't know what that is, but here in at the Build Your Salon Business Talk, we are all about getting you over humps, getting you over hurdles by telling you about the lessons that we have been through, the experiences that we have been through, so that you can avoid these and grow your beauty business to wherever you need it to go. Now, I have a special guest here tonight, and I cannot wait to talk to him to share with you a little bit in depth about what it is that he do. You're gonna love this, but as always, before we jump in, I need you to go ahead on and hit that share button because you know why? Sharing is caring. How you think we're going to get ahead in this business if we don't go ahead on and share information out? You have a stylist right now following you somewhere else in another state, admiring you, who's going to watch this video and going to be like, you know what? I'm going to be a girl boss just like her because she's watching this video and she getting ahead. So be an inspiration to somebody else by sharing this video out. Now, another thing I need you to do, I need you to grab your pens. I need you to get your papers together because we're going to be taking notes tonight. As always, there is great information that is shared here. I've learned a lot of things from my fellow educators just by hosting Build Your Salon Business Talk every Tuesday night. Now, I don't even know what to say sometimes. Y'all watch this show where y'all see me get stuck and I'm stuck on words and I'm just in awe myself. So you are going to be in awe tonight. We have Jay Rashard with us, who has been licensed for nearly 20 years now. Come on now. Now you know he is filled with some information. He is a natural hair stylist. He is a motivational speaker, and he has a lot going on. But more importantly, I want you to get ready for an experience tonight. I want you to be teachable. You've heard of that before. When somebody asks you, are you teachable? Are you coachable? That's what I need you to do. So if you got to tell the kids to go ahead on and get to bed, do what you got to do. Hit that share button, but get ready because I have my special guest waiting. Now, here it is, guys. I know who you like. Well, who is this host? Who is she talking and talking all this stuff? Well, let me introduce myself. I am your host, ElishaMonique. I'm a salon stylist coach, product development consultant, and salon business builder expert. I partner with salons and salon suite stylists to understand first and foremost where you are right now in your business, to help you restructure your back end of your business, give you the tools you need to implement immediately so that you can start seeing improvement in your business, whether it's through building a team, building a bigger clientele, increasing those retail revenue sales, or starting your own hair product line. I do all of this through my one-on-one coaching platform or inside of the Salon Business Blueprint Club, my membership platform, where there I am your personal coach guiding you along this journey of being a beauty professional, an entrepreneur, and all. But we'll talk more later about the Salon Business Blueprint Club because my guest is waiting and I can't keep him waiting any longer because I got to hear from him. So without further ado now, we got Jay Rashard here with these 20 years of experience, y'all, in the natural hair industry, motivational speaker, and I don't even know what else to list. But you know what? Let me go ahead on and bring him on. He is waiting for us tonight, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. I am awesome. How about yourself?
Invited me to be on, and I'm super excited and ready for everything that we got to to give tonight.
Yes,
This is gonna
we
be
gonna
so
be
amazing.
talking. That is awesome. So tell everyone about you. Who's Jay Rashad? I don't know. I'm confused.
It's so crazy because sometimes when you start talking about yourself, you don't really even know yourself.
Right.
So listen, I'm Jay Rashawn Colter, and I'm a stylist. I'm a veteran for nearly 20 years. I'm super excited about the industry itself. I've been I've been doing this I've been doing this for a long time, guys. So I've seen it from the bottom. I've been doing this since I've been 17. I started working in a salon since I was 17 and being trained and groomed in the salon at the shampoo bowls for like a year or so, just sitting at shampoo bowls and then moving my way up. So God prepared me even from 17 until now for this right now. I am married to my lovely wife Rashawn Colter, and I have three beautiful children: Jalen, Elena, and Jordan, and I got a dog. So I'm super excited with this industry. I've been to dozens of hair shows. I've just this past weekend, I was just at the Bronner Brothers Hair Show. I'm still in Atlanta as we speak. At the Bronner Brothers Hair Show, and we had an amazing class on Monday. On yesterday, when we were going in and talking about natural hair, and then me and my good friend Condor, we actually collabed together and had a booth. And within our class, we were showing them as far as the aquatic message and some of his business. And so collabing together works out very well when
It
it comes
does.
down to doing business, especially when you are the same mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
guess I kind of get into that a little bit more. I know I'm about to start talking.
No, keep talking. We want to know. Like that.
Right,
That's why we watching. We want to
right.
know.
One of the things that we were talking about in the class was being able to being in partnership with people that have the same values as you do.
Mm-hmm.
That even goes for the companies that you decide to shop with and different things that you decide to do. Look at their mission and their vision statements and
Mm-hmm.
make sure that those things line up with your mission and your vision statement. So those are some things that you do when it's time for you to check who your friends should be,
Mm-hmm. Right.
who is the people or the people that you're supposed to support. Just making sure that things are lining up the
Mm-hmm.
same and making sure that everybody's values are the same. Because when you are going up and doing different things within your life, period,
Mm-hmm.
you want to make sure that you don't have anybody pulling you down.
Right.
You want to make sure that people are definitely there with you. Everybody's pushing up and going to the same arena together. So I definitely encourage everyone to make sure that you check the values of your friends, check the values of the people you're with, and that'll help determine where you're going as well. So with
Yes.
that, that's some of the things that I do like to talk about. Those are some of the places I do like to go within my conversations and stuff like that as well.
We love it. We love it. Yes. I love that you mentioned when partnering with people that have the same values.
Right.
Because a lot of times we partner with other people, we team up, we collaborate, whatever fancy word you guys out there want to use. We get together, we
Right.
commingle, we associate with partners with people that don't have the same values that we have, or the values are a little misconstrued. We think they're the same and they're not. So I love the fact that you mentioned that. But we got some questions for you tonight,
Okay.
and we want to know some things. If you guys have any questions tonight, by at any time, be sure to comment your questions below. We want to cover a wide range of material. We want to make sure that you walk away tonight fulfilled. We want to
Right.
make sure that you walk away tonight without that questionable moment that, oh, I should have did this. And I don't know about you, Jay Rashad, but I believe it's no such thing as a dumb question.
Absolutely.
I believe there's a such thing as you
Absolutely.
not answering that question, which makes it dumb.
Absolutely.
That's what I believe. So,
Absolutely.
we're gonna just jump right into our questions tonight. I know you guys have some, so be sure to drop your questions down below. Can we want to know about these 20 years? Now, this is a long time, a little bit, because we got some people out there that's been longer. But when you hit a certain mark, you like, whoo, that's a
Right.
that's a long time, and then
Right.
you stop counting. So I'm pretty sure when you hit that 20-year mark, you just gonna start counting by fives, maybe.
Right.
Start counting. It's like marriage, shout out to your wife out there, but I know I do it. 22 years married, you just the
And you
numbers in
just skip the
between.
25.
Right, you just skip the 25. You ain't going nowhere anyway. So why I don't need them numbers in between. So at 20 years being a licensed stylist, I know that it's not easy. Like, it has not been easy for you at all. But can
Right.
you share with us what is a major lesson that you have experienced along this road that you like, you know what? every time I cross a group of people, I want to share this lesson so that they can avoid this same mistake that I've made. I
You
know it's a
know,
couple.
right? It's funny that you even say that because it still yet goes off to no understanding your value.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think it was a recent lesson a few years ago that I wound up going through as far as getting to know who I am
Mm-hmm.
as a person, and a lot of times it I didn't know because throughout the years of being a hairstylist, as hairstylists, we are servants,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes in the midst of serving, we end up losing ourselves in the midst of serving and don't get a chance to really figure out who we are and what it is that we want to do and where it is that we want to go
Mm-hmm.
as an individual because we're so used to doing everything for everybody else. Because as hairstylists, we are the pillars of our family.
Yeah, we are.
We really are the pillars of our family because everybody was like, you got the money, you got this, you got this,
Right? Right?
you know. And so what happens is we tend to lose ourselves and do what everybody else wants us to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so it wasn't until a few years ago when I decided to make a few transitions and stuff like that in life, I found myself being very alone.
Mm-hmm.
And in the midst of being alone, when you're alone, you are left by yourself
Mm-hmm.
and with you. And so you know, that I had to kind of realize and get to know me a whole lot more. And so within that, um, valuing the relationships that you do have and understanding everybody's value and what their values are with the relationship. So being able to really value relationships within the industry, within where it is that you're going, I think that is so important
It is.
um, with the industry. And so throughout my 20 years, because I've been through different relationships and stuff like that throughout the 20 years, I value all of the relationships that I've been in. So I definitely encourage everyone as far as like really, really, really value their relationships and understand that some relationships have reasons and seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
when it's that time to be able to let things go, go ahead and let it go.
Right?
It's okay, even though it may hurt, but you have to do what it is that you have to do for you and yourself as God continues to move you in different areas as
Mm-hmm.
well. So that's on the personal side. On the hair side, making sure that you go in and understand hair. I know now within the industry, people they do things for convenience
Mm-hmm.
more than anything now. And now that they do it for convenience, they tend to do it, and we know that anytime that we do anything fast, it don't last.
Yeah.
And so what happens is they do things for convenience to be able to make it just kind of work for them at the moment, and then we have problems.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then we have to try to figure out, okay, how's my hair gonna grow back?
Right.
How's it gonna happen? And what happens is you go and you get these treatments, and you think from that one treatment
That is
it's supposed
fixed.
to be healthy. It's
Yeah.
fixed. No, you took years of messing it up. Now it's gonna take some time to get it right back
Right.
to where it needs to be. And so I came to find out that it's a lot of hairstylists now that are coming up. They do not know what hair is supposed to feel like. They
Mm-hmm.
do not know what hair is supposed to really be because they're so used to the commercial
Mm-hmm.
hair,
Mm-hmm.
and so with that they only deal with the feel of the commercial hair versus really understanding what hair that's on your head is supposed to really feel like.
Naturally growing hair out of the
Right. Naturally
follicle
growing
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So those are the two things right now that I would definitely encourage because those are different things that are going on right now, especially with our millennium and our new babies right now. Because
Mm-hmm.
as I've worked in the schools, as I was an educator at a few schools, and so with doing that, and as I see them coming up, all they want to learn is what's the hottest thing right now.
Yes. The latest
And
trends.
so what happens is, man, that's what they want to learn. It makes it hard for us to go in and really filter out those things and actually
Mm-hmm.
put in what's supposed to be. Because and then they feel as if, oh man, I'm not learning anything here. It's
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not teaching you how to do a lace front. That
Exactly.
doesn't mean that you're not learning anything. And
Yes.
so what happens is they're so used to giving that false impression
Mm-hmm.
until they don't really understand what's really real.
Yes. I agree. I definitely agree. So under value in relationship was a personal lesson, but understanding the naturally growing hair from the follicle, not the
Right.
hair that you bought out the supply store or the hair
Right.
you ordered in bulk, online, eBay or wherever you got it. Not that hair, because there's a difference in, even though they say that's raw virgin hair, the hair that actually is growing from someone's head is completely different. The composition of the hairs are completely different. And
Right.
I'm glad you brought that up, because yes, in beauty school nowadays with all these new trends coming about, if you're not teaching how to pluck them baby hairs and make them baby hairs lay, and
Right.
you're not
Right.
teaching how to do these stitch feeding braids, I don't braid, so
Right.
I don't know the name
Right.
of it. If you're not teaching how to do all these latest techniques, it's as
Right.
if they're not learning anything.
Right.
But none of these latest trends and techniques are actually going to help them become licensed.
Right.
They're not asking any of these things on state board. They're not asking what level of developer should you use to bleach these
Right.
knots on these lace fronts. That's not on state board exam.
I don't think board at all.
Exactly. So I love the fact that you mentioned that understanding the natural, understanding the natural hair itself. So yeah, and this past weekend was Bronner. So how was that experience? Let's chat about that a little bit. Cause I
Man.
seen some photos. I didn't make it, but I was watching everybody's live, everybody's photos, so I feel like I was there.
Man, it was amazing. I really, really, really enjoyed myself. I can see where um, the Bronner brothers, they're really, really, really trying to
Mm-hmm.
actually take Bronner brothers to another level. I
Okay.
can see it. A lot of people, they are going in. A lot of people, because they always look at Bronner brothers being a swap meet.
Yeah.
That's the main word that everybody says. I'm not going to Bronner Brothers. I'm not going to Bronner Brothers and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
I really see where they're really trying. So whoever's on here, tag Bronner Brothers so they can hear me talk about this.
Right. If you are
so,
watching, we need some hashtag Bronner Brothers right now,
right,
so that they
right.
can come back and watch and hear this.
so I really realize I see where they're really trying to take it to a more educational approach
Mm-hmm.
and bring more quality um, people in that's doing a little bit more stuff. Now, excuse me. Now, they still yet have their, their moments and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, and still yet you can't just stop things cold turkey. You got to kind of wean yourself. But one of the things that really excited me was they had the aesthetics area. They had a
Okay.
spa area, and it was totally separate from everything else. It was like, we had the rah rah of the hairstylists and the barbers
Mm-hmm.
and everything, and then you went over to the spa area, and it was like, oh,
Okay. Okay.
it
Yes.
was like a really good feeling. We're not really used to seeing that,
No.
and and I was like, okay, I go to Orlando premiere and all of the premiere shows, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to see that there. But
Mm-hmm.
to be able to go in and experience that at the Bronner Brothers show, that was really, really good. I was excited about that, and I saw where with that brought a whole lot more Caucasians around
Okay.
because it wasn't, a lot of times there's always a whole lot of us black people
Yeah.
there, and so
Yeah.
I saw that it was more um, other races.
Diverse.
It was very much more diverse
Mm-hmm.
this time, and I was like really excited about that. So I can see exactly where they're going with it. So
Mm-hmm.
I encourage people to really do your best to support it. At the end of the day, especially if you're African American, support it
Mm-hmm.
regardless. Because if you're African American, you want somebody to support your business. And
Yes.
regardless to, how we do things, sometimes we have to, go through some things in order to get things right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So definitely make sure that we are doing our best to support as much as we can.
That was awesome. I was awesome because I know a lot of times, like when they're going through the changes and when they're trying to make, you know, things be different and incorporate new aspects of it.
Right,
It's not a just stop this, start this type
right,
situation. It's more of a transition process because I remember literally during the time where it did change and started to look like a swap meet. Like
Right.
that was a slow process. So in order to change it back, has to be the same way because you do have an audience that do come there for that.
Right.
So when you're trying to switch it out of that and incorporate more education, it's going to take a little time in order to in order to just switch it back. The last time I was there, I did see where the merchandise area had was it completely separate from the hair area, and I was like, whoa, like I kind of like this. And it was
Right.
almost like if you didn't know that it was on that floor in that area, you never would have ran into it at all.
Right.
Like, and I
Right.
was like, I think that was a little bit better for us as educators and people who are coming here to truly get education, to have it kind of separate a little bit. That way
Mhm.
you can just focus on just education and not get that shiny object syndrome when you see
Right.
t-shirts and not to say that it wasn't nice and all, but we
Right.
tend to get that shiny
We was
object
able to
syndrome.
get that extra stuff,
Right,
right?
right. What? How much is this? $5. Like, let me get this. That is not what you're there for. You came to learn. You came to take back some tools so that you can better your business. You didn't come there to buy all the latest fashion. But
Right.
I was glad to see that that change started to happen. So that's wonderful that you had a great experience there that weekend. So let's jump into some other information because I want you to share a little bit to help someone else that's out there that's probably struggling, that's trying to get over their hump, get to the next level, whatever it is. What are three quick tips, right? We need something, and what I've noticed is that if you can give somebody three things to do that's easy to implement, we can see success faster
Right.
as opposed to giving someone like a whole to-do list. That's something that we would give ourselves. You gotta
Right.
pick up the kids, you
Right.
gotta go to the grocery store, you gotta respond to emails, you gotta go do 10. It seems like the list never ends. But if you got just three quick things that you can handle, it's like you've accomplished something in your day. So, what are
Right.
three quick tips can you share with other professionals that are out there that are trying to get to wherever their next level is?
And some people may think that I'm crazy for even saying this, but I would say don't create a plan B.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Work your plan A. If you know that that is what God has told you to do, work your plan A to the fullest. Because what happens is when we start creating a plan B, that's a cop out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I would definitely encourage everyone to, as number one, keep your plan A. Whatever that thing is, whatever that passion is that you do have, because sometimes we tend to lose our passion in life,
Mm-hmm.
and we realize that, and the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and he does that by any means necessary. And everybody has a dream. Everybody has a goal. And whatever that dream is, and whatever that goal is that you want to do, the enemy is going to always come
Mm-hmm.
to try to distract you to be able to, with life things, somebody may pass away, a
Mm-hmm.
relationship may not work. These different things can come as distractions to be able to take you off course.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we allow it to, instead of allowing it to build our character, we allow it to take us off course. And so with that, keep your plan A, know your passion. Well, let me switch. That. Know your passion, understand your passion, and keep your plan A.
Right.
Um, then the other thing is, don't stop. Give it everything you got. Give it everything you got. So that's really big for me. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. Because a lot of times I went through life with people thinking that I was too young to do certain things, or they might not have thought that, but I thought it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, I'm too young to be doing this right now. But then I had to realize that God, He puts you in a certain place at at a certain season,
Mm-hmm.
and for you to be able to get the things that you need to get,
Mm-hmm.
for where you are. So, I'm encouraging you're not too old. You're not too, you're not too young. You're right where it is that you're supposed to be
You just
at
you,
that
you
moment.
I'm gonna pause you for a second because you just reminded me of an affirmation that I what is it? It's on our music. I can't even remember. It's on our
Okay.
music, right? And it says, "You're not too young. You're not too old. You're. It's not too late, and you're not too early to be the change agent that you want to be in your life right now."
Right.
So the moment you said that, I was like, "Wait a minute, I know that." So yes, the fact that you mentioned that it's confirmation out there. So if you ever hear anybody else say you're not too young, you're not too old, you're not too this, and you're not too that, it's just you.
Right.
You are the reason why you're not where. And I love the fact that you mentioned don't create a plan B, because a plan B you said is a cop out. That's an excuse.
Right.
Like you just laid out your entire excuse for not
Right.
implementing your plan A to
Right.
begin with. It's like
Right.
you created a backup before you even started.
Right. Right. And a lot of people, a lot of times, people they say, my thing is, I believe that there's no such thing as trying
Mm-hmm.
because either you do or you don't.
Right?
I tell my students, I say, go pick up that comb. Either you gonna go and pick the comb up, or you're not gonna
Or
pick
you're
it up.
not. You're not gonna try and
So
pick it up.
right, it's no, that's an in between thing. That's something that's making you stuck
Mm-hmm.
in between. So either we're gonna do it or we're not, and we
Mm-hmm.
have to be able to, put our big girl, big boy pants on and just do what it is that we got to do. And a lot of times we don't just do it
Right.
because we allow fear and everything else to hinder us.
Mm-hmm.
So let's kick fear out the way and let's do what it is that we're needing to do. Because I promise you, if we just take that one step
Mm-hmm.
to do what it is that we have in our mind, that vision, that invention, that that goal, that hair salon, that barber shop, that bakery, that whatever it is that we are wanting to do, if we literally write it down and just start,
Mm-hmm.
it'll work. God will do everything else. He'll make everything else line up. And it's so crazy because I'm talking to myself all at the same time.
Right? Are you self-talking over here?
Right.
That's how it starts, though. That's
Yes.
literally how it starts. You
Yes.
start talking to yourself, then next here you go. You encouraging the world, and you like, I know y'all was listening because I was actually talking to me.
Right.
I love that. And since we're talking about fear, right? LaRonda said yes, fear. I want you to can we touch a little bit more on this fear part? Was there a fear in you starting All Curls Matter?
Absolutely. And it's still fear. It was the other day I someone they wrote on my page and it was like, I just love that you're so fearless. And I was like, so
You just not at my house. You really don't know, right? You should have been here yesterday.
right. So I told my wife, I said, it's so amazing how people they see you fearless in your fear.
Yes,
So the thing is, walk in your fear.
right.
Walk scared. If your dreams aren't scaring you, they ain't big. They're not big enough.
They
It's
sure
not
ain't.
supposed. It's not supposed to be easy.
Right.
It's not supposed to be, you know, a walk in the cake. There will be things that you have to learn and grow in doing. So when it comes down to the fear, don't allow
Mm-hmm.
fear to stop you.
Mm-hmm.
Allow fear to push you to where it is that you need to be. So if you feel like you're being fearful of some things, that means that you need to be doing it. Not
Accept
God.
the challenge.
Thank you, Jesus.
Accept the challenge. You be like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this right now.
Right.
Let me just step on out here and let me just fall real hard
Right.
because that's exactly what you're thinking. You thinking you're gonna fall, you thinking you're gonna mess up. So
Right.
I'm like, let me just go
Right.
on out here and bust my face wide open, and I'm pretty
Right.
sure I'll stitch it back up, and that's what makeup for, and I'll figure it out. But who knows? You get out there sometimes, and it's like, whoa, you know what? I'm
Right.
pretty good. I
Right.
got this. I can handle
Right.
this. Because it's fear that was telling you you can't. So when you be like, you know what, I'm gonna accept this. I'm just gonna accept the fact that I'm
Right.
about to be embarrassed. I'm just gonna, jump on out here and get hit by a car, or whatever the case may be, and know that I can get patched up and I can fix things up. And if that
Right.
don't happen, that's a plus. So
Right.
tell us a little bit about what is All Curls Matters. Let's share with us what is it. We've
Okay.
seen it all over the place. We've heard it, and we have no idea what it is. So tell everybody.
Well, I'm glad that you asked. All Curls Matter is a movement, and so with the movement, I'm doing a twofold movement, a twofold part of it. So I'm dealing with the professionals, and I'm dealing with the consumers. And
Okay.
so with the professionals, because I used to work in a school. I realized that there's a lot of segregation
Mhm.
within our industry itself. And so when I would deal with my students are like, okay, I only want to do black hair. And sometimes some clients will only be like, I want that black girl over there.
Mhm.
Or
Mhm.
I want that white girl over there. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? And so
Yep.
what we would do as the instructors, we would go, we go by a list. It's who's next. So that the students can
Right. Break it up.
and if they can't call that person by their name,
Uh huh.
we definitely don't do it.
Yes.
So what happens is on the professional side, you know, when we're children, we're taught some things, and then we grow up, and we're still yet, we're those little children beings.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so in
We
the
just be
industry,
kids.
right? So within the industry, if we teach and infuse those things in them, as they get older within the industry, they adopt that same exact thing.
Uh
And
huh.
so what's been happening, I've noticed even within the industry now, a lot of us as cosmetologists and barbers, we only deal with our kind.
Right.
And now that you're only dealing with your kind, money is green.
It
And I
sure
want
is.
you, right. And I don't want you to miss out on
These
all
green
the money that you
opportunities.
can make based off of you being small minded
Mm-hmm.
and just only thinking about doing your kind.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, on the consumer side on the professional side of it, I'm tearing up segregation, and that was one of my main things that I wanted to do. And as I was walking around the show, everybody they was like, "You're right. All curls do matter. All
Mm-hmm.
curls matter." Like they was like, "Yeah, you're right. You're right." And so, but then it also comes into a personal standpoint. It's more than just hair when it
Mm-hmm.
comes down to all curls matter as well. And so now on the consumer side of it, a lot of consumers when they do decide to actually wear their curls or get back to their original state,
Mm-hmm.
what happens is they don't know what's going on with their hair. And they tend to they don't understand their curl pattern. They go and start watching YouTube and they seeing somebody else with straight hair,
Right.
tell somebody with curly hair to do this particular thing or vice versa. And so they start becoming product junkies.
Yes. Tell
And
me. Okay. We ain't gonna go into the product. Let's jump off that a little bit. That's a whole nother animal over there.
it is.
Yes.
And so they start becoming product junkies. So my thing is to be able to get them to understand their curl pattern and understand what type of products are good for their hair, for their
Mm-hmm.
curl pattern and texture.
Right.
So that's where the movement comes in at. And I started a actual movement where I was going around doing classes and stuff like that, and it was for the consumers. Had to go in and do some revamping of some things.
Mm-hmm.
And what I was doing, I was going from city to city. I started in South Carolina, going to different cities, and we would actually go in for the consumers and do consultations on their hair,
Okay.
just letting
Okay.
them know and understand where their hair is supposed to be. And so, um, during that time, I was working with Design Essentials, and I would have Design Essentials. I would, talk about their product because one thing about me, I can be very generic. I've worked with a few different product lines as
Mm-hmm.
well, and so anytime that you're dealing with any product line, all of them pretty much do about the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's,
Pretty much.
every
Mm-hmm.
so the main thing is when you're dealing with curl patterns and stuff like that to enhance the curl pattern, it's going to be only like four different products that they're going to use, and that's going to be like foams, liquids, gels, or creams.
Exactly.
And so within that, with any company that everybody feel like their company is the best.
Mm-hmm.
So
There's
as
a
long as you
foam, gel,
right,
cream. Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
a liquid. It's foam, liquid with gel and cream. So
Yeah.
as long as you realize that and you're understanding your curl pattern and texture, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times even when I'm talking to the professionals, I ask them what texture is, and sometimes they forget what my lady said texture is
Yeah.
because they start being so consumed, so they forget that texture is just strictly fine, medium, and coarse.
Yeah. I remember taking your class and you asked that and I was like,
Right.
what? Hair? I remember that question. I was like, I don't know.
And
What's the answer?
it's so crazy, but I get that in every single class,
Yes.
every single class. So, I because I am a teacher,
Mm-hmm.
I take things back to basics. And with me being an educator in the schools, I'm so thankful because it allowed me to go back to the basics from, I was doing hair for probably about 15, 14 to 15 years before I started working in the school. And so
Mm-hmm.
it took me back.
Yes.
And so I was like, I had to remember the foundation of what it is that I had going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, so now I have to, in order for people to really understand anything, I have to go back. I always go back to the foundation of hair. Because
Yes.
once you understand your foundation, then you can go anywhere you want to go with the hair.
Yes. Yes. That's great that you mentioned that because when you are out in the world, you do forget the foundation because you're so used to dealing with hair, and you're used to dealing with situations, and you're used to dealing with
Right,
issues and problems and trends and this and that
right,
the basics is way back yonder. Cause I swear you asked what was it? I was like what? I don't know. And I remember sitting in that class and I was looking around at everybody else and we all had the same face. I was like, I should leave. That's exactly how I felt when I was in there. I was like, I don't know this answer. What's the answer? Like, just give us the answer because we're stuck.
right,
And when you said it, everybody was like, oh, yeah, that's right. Literally, like,
right,
bells just was going off because
right,
the foundation is key. But like you said, when you're out in the industry for years and you're just so used to catering to different issues and problems and hair types that you don't know what a type or a texture is. You just know
right,
what you need the hair to do, and you do what you
right,
got to do to get the hair to do what it need to do,
right,
and you just
right,
you keep it moving. So I love the fact that you started All Curls Matter, and I love the fact that you mentioned that hair is hair.
right.
Now, I've shared this before where my clientele is predominantly curly hair, but
Mhm.
it's curly hair of all nationalities.
Right,
I would
right,
say about 5 to 10%, maybe, of my clientele is African American.
right,
That's it.
right,
The rest is all Latino women.
right.
And
And
them
see,
curls comes in all patterns, shapes, forms, waves, poofiness, you name it. Is
right,
there. And that's one reason why I know when I heard you was teaching a class at Impulse Summer we was at, I was like, I gotta sit in this class because I'm about to learn me some curly techniques because this hair is massive and it's not the same as going through hours. Typically a lot of time when you want to cut a more coarser texture hair, you would just blow dry it straight and you would curl it that. I mean, you would cut it that way.
right.
But from my experience, a lot of curly girls want to wear their hair curly.
Really,
And when
right,
it comes to cutting it, straightening it out, and curling it, you don't want to do that. Like you just
oh,
created a whole new animal for yourself
right,
because it don't do no but get
right,
bigger and bigger and bigger. It just keeps swelling up on you. So I love the fact that you started that and you talk more about curl textures and patterns and how um to maneuver different curl patterns, because also the fact money is green. Money don't have a color. And as
Right.
long as your debit card swipe, it clear the money in your bank account and all that other great stuff,
That's all
I
we
want to
do.
be able to cater to your hair. Like if I tell you a price and you say, "Yeah, girl," I don't care what you look like when you sit in the chair.
Right.
Honestly, as long as your cards
Right.
work,
Right.
that's my main
Right.
concern.
Right.
Like your card got to swipe. Is that price
Right.
good for you? If that price is good, then we can get started.
That's all we need. That's all we need. And so when you say that, nowadays, everybody now is so mixed up.
Mhm.
So when I say mixed up, we got black and white together.
Mhm.
We got Latinos and white together, Latinos and black. We got Indian, and it's all one big melting pot. And so just imagine all of those different curl patterns on these babies' heads.
Exactly.
And it's becoming more and more like that. So it's not where
Going
it
away.
used to be only black was black, white, everybody with their own kind. Everybody mixing things up now.
Yes.
And you as a stylist have to be able to know how to handle. You cannot turn anybody around.
Mhm. Mhm.
You cannot turn anyone around. So you have to be able to know what it is that you're doing. And so with that, you have to be able to understand the curl pattern, which is straight, wavy, curly, or coily,
Mhm.
and their texture, which is fine, medium, and coarse. If you understand those two things, and we have the density and we have everything else, but if you understand those major two things, then you'll be able to actually maneuver and know what type of shampoos you need to use, what type of conditioners you need to use, what type styling agents you need to use, what you don't need to use.
Right.
So, and then the other thing is spending time at the shampoo bowl.
Mhm.
And in the midst of spending your time at the shampoo bowl, really feeling the hair and not just going in and just putting shampoo on it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Really, literally going in and wetting the hair and allowing the water to cleanse it first so that you
Mhm.
can actually see what's going on with the
Or
hair
not cleansing it.
or not. So the thing is, you because water is a natural cleanser,
Mhm.
what happens is if you rinse it long enough,
Mhm.
you'll start seeing the true parts of what the hair really is.
Mhm.
So rinsing, and after you rinse it, then you do a detox cleaning. Do a
Mhm.
detox cleaning and making sure that you strip everything from what it is that they have. Like one of the detox that I do like, and I hope somebody can probably text and tag this person Chloe. Um, she has a product called Clean Slate. And
Okay.
I tell you, it's more so a alkaline based product to actually go in and cleanse that hair so that you can actually see exactly where the hair is. If you will see if it's dry, you'll see if it's needs more moisture, you'll see different things,
Mhm.
as far as where it is, and you'll be able to know where and what it is that you need to do with that hair. So if you need to put more moisture on that hair, it'll show you I need to put more moisture on it. If you need to put more protein on it, it'll show you I need to put more protein on it.
Yes.
So you definitely want to make sure that you are doing a detox cleanser
To the hair.
as
Yeah.
well for the hair so that you can see exactly where it is.
I love that. Yes, because the shampoo bowl is the spot that's going to determine whether the client is going to come back or not.
Right,
Like that's
right,
ultimately it. Like
right.
I don't know about you, but when I finish a shampoo, I could not do the person hair, and they'll just rebook an appointment. Like honestly, you ever give somebody that good scrub and they be like, I could just leave right now. Can I come back tomorrow? You just wash me again. You haven't cut, you haven't colored, you haven't did anything or whatever it was
Right,
that was scheduled for. And they honestly like, I could just come back tomorrow. We could do this tomorrow again. I can go home and take a nap and I can come back.
I
because
need a
that's
moment.
right. They're like, I need a moment. Just leave me here for a second. I'll pay you extra. Just let me get a nap in. And then even so, I don't know about you, but I do this too. Like if it's the end of the day and I know I have a client who during the consultation process just feel like or her energy coming off as I'm cleansing her head, it just feels real stressful. I'll just leave her lay there for a minute. Put a good conditioner on her and
Right,
say, I'll be right back. Just give her
right.
5 minutes and come back.
You need that
And
moment.
right, she need that moment. I don't need the moment. She need the moment. And then when she get up,
Right,
she's like a whole new person. So now
right,
you can really, work on whatever, work your magic and do whatever it is
right,
that she loved to do. So I
right,
love the fact that you mentioned actually cleansing the hair,
right,
because sometimes we get such in a hurry that we just go in and we shampoo real fast and we just scrub it up really quickly and we
hmm
lather it up, we rinse it off real fast, we scrub it up again, and we didn't use like a half a bottle of shampoo trying to get it clean and
right,
slap some conditioner on it, we keep it moving. Like
right,
our process is actually too fast sometimes.
right, right.
So we have our guest who mentioned detoxing and clarifying are two different things. What are your thoughts on that?
Detoxing and clarifying. So, so, and I want, and a lot of times people they say wording.
Mm-hmm.
It's the wordings and stuff like that that could be a little different. But what is detoxing your body? What does detoxing your body do? That's a question.
Right. That detox. Okay, I would say detoxing my body would be if I just had some horrible stuff I ate, and I want to cleanse this out of my system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Okay. That makes sense. I'm gonna go with that one. If,
What
if y'all
happens is
if
this.
y'all have a better answer now, that was my answer
Yeah,
I threw out. So
definitely
if
give
you have
me
a better
what you.
answer on what detoxing is, please comment your detoxing answer below,
Right.
because mine was
Absolutely.
if you just ate some garbage and you need to cleanse your body of the garbage, or you need to get rid of the garbage, then you would do a quote unquote detox.
Right.
That's my answer.
Right. Right.
So the
With
second
that,
half, clarifying.
okay. So clarifying. If you need to clarify or cleanse your, if you need to clarify or cleanse your face, what are you doing?
I'm scrubbing everything off.
All of it. It's all a matter of wording. It's
Exactly.
all a matter of wording. And so with that, it's still yet cleansing. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Now, people they may feel like detoxing may be a little bit more harsh, but
Mm-hmm.
what happens is when it comes down to even dealing with people with their natural curl pattern,
Mm-hmm.
I look at it whereas, we can do the co-wash and all of that type of stuff. But I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of people there are, and I think you mentioned this on the last live, um, that people they asked about the co-wash.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not against it. Reason being,
To each his
reason
own.
being is because as long as it's all a matter of um, how you are doing, and as long as they're doing it the right way. When it comes down to that with the consumer. As long
Mm-hmm.
as they're going in and allowing the water, because water is a natural cleanser,
Mm-hmm.
as long as they're allowing that water to naturally cleanse and take some of that oil and moisture off of their hair,
Okay.
then I believe that we're okay and actually go in and use the conditioner as that because they may not need, because curls pop a lot better when it has a lot more moisture.
Okay.
When you have that second day hair, like, oh shoot, my hair is popping right now.
Mm-hmm. It is.
You
It
know what I'm
do.
saying? It's
Mm-hmm. It
always
do.
that first day you do not like your hair on the first day. So
Right.
what that does, that allow you to be able to still have that day two hair. But now, granted, do I think that you should co-wash all the time? Absolutely not. There is a time that you do need to go in and do a detox and do a major cleanser on the hair to be able to actually take all of that stuff off your hair because what happens is you can clog
Mm-hmm.
clog it up. So it comes to education and making sure that you're educating your client and educating the consumer. So even as a professional, if you see a consumer in the store, don't just and they're looking at products trying to figure some things out, don't just walk past them. Help educate them on where
Right.
it is that they need to be. And so even with that, you're going to gain a client because now they're like, you know what? They really care about my hair.
Right.
Let me talk to them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to that,
And slide them
dealing
a
with
card.
right and
Throw
slide
that
them a
in.
card
Slide
like,
them a
hey,
business
you come and
card.
see me. Let me detox your hair, and
Mm-hmm.
you start changing the verbiage and stuff like that around, and because I realize that people with natural, dealing with their curl patterns, they feel as if they know a whole lot more than we do.
Right.
And so what happens is you have to go in and turn it up just a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
so that they can understand, like, you know what? They are the professional. They did study this. So if
Mm-hmm.
you turn your verbiage up and your knowledge up and give them that knowledge, then
Mm-hmm.
therefore you're like,
You
you
a
can
step
tell them.
above YouTube University.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. And so we're the ones that need to be making a YouTube channel. We're the ones that need to be doing that. I'm talking to myself again. So,
You gonna have to go back and watch this so you could take
right.
notes.
So what happens is, so when it comes down to co-washing, no, I'm not totally against it. It's just all a matter of when is that time to be able to do it and to be
Mm-hmm.
able to have it done. To everything has its place. One of
Right.
the things that one of the mottos that I always go by is hair situational, not universal.
Say that again.
Hair is situational, not universal.
Hair is situational, not universal.
Yes.
Okay. So let's break that down. Break that
Uh,
down a little bit.
all right. So hair is situational, not universal. I
Mm-hmm.
cannot put on your hair
Mm-hmm.
what it is that I put on whatever hair I would
Mm-hmm.
have.
We got you. We got you.
So everybody's totally different. So therefore, your curl pattern and everything is totally different. So even when it comes down to the conditioners and the shampoos that you may use, you should not be using the same type shampoo on every single person.
Mm-hmm.
It's all based on the situation at hand.
Got you. I hope y'all picked that up. Now we're gonna pause for a cause. Cause that was a bit much right there. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this myself and pick that one back up again. Cause that was a bit much. We said hair is say it again.
Situational,
Hair is situational,
not
not
universal.
not universal. Meaning you can't just buy one shampoo, conditioner, and use it on everybody. That was my umbrella takeaway. Now, I know you guys out there got some other takeaways because you heard it differently. You pulled a piece of knowledge here and you're using it in a different manner than we are. I need y'all to comment below, however you are, whatever you just grabbed out of that, whatever part you like. You know what? I got that. I need y'all to go ahead on and hit the screen, give us those thumbs up because we are dropping some knowledge here tonight with you. Out pins, I don't know how much I wrote. I think I done went over my 1 page limit that I normally have. It's about a page and a half right now. I'm heading on to the second page because it's a lot of information being shared with here tonight. I need you guys to go ahead on and hit that share button because somebody else need this. Somebody else curls out there is suffering and they are going to
Mm-hmm.
continue to suffer if you
Mm-hmm.
don't be like, you know what, let me share this out here because that stylist down the street doing a horrible job. That stylist across town needs this information as well. I'm going to hit this share button so that they can start understanding the aspects of different curls and how to be able to maintain it and how to build a clientele that have a broader curl pattern.
Right.
Because as you mentioned, there are okay, I'm gonna get this right. There are different textures, and textures are straight, curly, wrong, fine, medium, and thick, right?
Find medium and coarse.
Fine, medium, and
Uh-huh.
coarse, right? But then you have also different curl types,
Curl patterns. Uh-huh.
curl patterns, straight,
Mhm.
wavy, curly, kinky, and coily. And most
Right.
of the time, you're dealing with a lot of kinky and coily. I need you
Mhm.
to move to these straight, wavies, and curly girls too.
Mhm.
So to be able to understand the fact that you can't just buy one shampoo and conditioner and just use that on everybody and have that work.
Right.
Because that
Right.
girl that come in with that wavy hair texture, she can't use that maximum hydrating shampoo. You about to stick her hair to her head.
Right.
It ain't gonna have no
Right.
movement whatsoever. When you blow dry, it's gonna go poop.
Right.
It has nothing into it. You just, you might as well just have washed her hair with some olive oil, grease, mix, something like that.
Right.
Like, so I need you to really understand this. I need you guys to go ahead on right medium, girl. Thank you for helping me out, girl. I appreciate that. I was a little lost right there for a moment. But we also have a comment that was mentioned that I can never say this word.
Key lady.
Chelating is chelating.
Mhm.
I don't know why I want to say the chi because the chi is sitting there. So chelating is different.
Right.
So let's elaborate a little bit on what chelating is, because I'm pretty sure somebody ain't been in beauty school in a while and don't know what that is. Like myself, who
Right.
can't really pronounce the word right. Let's
Right.
elaborate a little bit. Let y'all get your pens together because you're about to learn another lesson right now. We need to know what chelate. We've already identified what detoxing is and
Right.
clarifying is, and you choose whichever word. So if somebody said, "I've clarified my hair and I can't get it off," you can say, "Girl, come on into the salon. Let me give you a detox."
Mhm.
If somebody
Change
said,
the
"You know
verbiage.
what? Exactly. I've detoxed my hair several times and I don't understand what is going on." You say, "Well, you just need to clarify. And here's my card. Come in and see me and get a clarifying." Choose whatever word you want. It's gonna make you sound different. It's gonna set you apart. If they use
Mhm.
one word, you use a different word. There's a
Right.
lot of words out there to use, but this chelating one, we need to know what this is so we can use this word too.
And in the midst of that, I'm gonna give what I feel and my definition on it. But in the meantime, I want Chloe to put her definition on there as well. So Chloe, I want you to put your definition in there as well because I want you to help me out in the midst of it. So when you're going in and you're doing a chelating shampoo, with doing dealing with a chelating shampoo, that actually gets a lot deeper. And so, whatever it is that you put into the hair, into your body, comes out
Mm-hmm.
into your hair.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes, even when it comes down to dealing with, when people do drug tests,
Okay.
they check your hair.
Right.
And so, therefore, with them going and checking your hair, that kind of goes in and they can tell what you're doing. They can tell everything with your
Mm-hmm.
hair. But this right here with a chelating shampoo, what it does, it goes and really digs all of that stuff up and dealing with with the different medicines and stuff like that that you are having going through your hair. So it's getting a whole lot deeper in it
Then
than
a detox
a
and
regular
clarifying.
detox. Right.
So how do we do that? Because my thinking is I need a shampoo.
They do have different chelating shampoos.
Okay. Okay.
There are different chelating shampoos and stuff like that that you're able to mess with as well. So I'm I'm going to literally ask Chloe to
Come on, Chloe. We need you to chime
put
in.
some more information on there
Put your
as
information in
well.
here so we can elaborate a little bit on this
Right.
this chelating aspect on it, because
Because
we've already discussed what a clarifying is, what a detox is, and we saying that they're similar, they're close in relationships. We could
right,
interchange those words too, but if we can't mix chelating in there, then we need some other verbiage, and
right,
we also need to know how to do it. So we
right,
have somebody we run into, we be like, "I did a clarifying shampoo, I did a whole body detox, and I can't get this slipperiness off my hair." We need to use this chelating word and know what
right.
it is and what it do in order to be able to help the person next. So
So I see what she made the
Chloe said
comment.
it
She says,
removes mineral buildup
right,
like hard water, uh, excess
that's good.
irons and medications.
Medication.
Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. So
All right.
this will help us if let's say we have a client that's come in that's on a lot of medicine and she got all this hair on her head and she then went through a whole detoxification. Is that a word?
It's tonight. It
It,
is
it is
tonight.
okay. So tonight she done went
This
through a
this
deep.
your show.
She done went through a whole detoxification. If not, I need y'all to put Webster on here so we can get this word. Wikipedia or somebody. And trying to, remove all these toxins from her body. And obviously, it's not working. So she will come to you to get rid of this mineral buildup from
Right.
hard water, from excess product, from all kinds of excess medications and things
Right.
like that to get to back to that lighter, healthier hair. Chloe, I want to thank you for dropping that knowledge in here with it. Look at you,
Absolutely.
girl. Shout out to Chloe tonight. Yes, dropping
Absolutely.
that knowledge in there.
Chloe, she's such a sweetheart. She's been like a really when we wind up meeting, we clicked ever since. So I definitely appreciate her. No deep cleanse
Yes,
removes
here we go.
product buildup.
Right?
More so silicone based. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
That is
So
great to know. Yes, Chloe, thank you. Chloe, we're gonna have to get you on here.
that's what I was gonna
We
tell you.
Side note, we talk about that later. Don't even worry about that. Just expect a message from Build Your Salon Business Talk. We're going to pull Chloe on here so we can have some other information. But tonight we are talking All Curls Matter with Jay Rashad for coming in here. But I want you to share with us some classes. Do you have any classes coming up? Because you giving us some knowledge. We need to be with you in person because y'all know what the course medium and fine is now. I'm putting that out there right now.
Uh huh.
So when y'all take a class and he asks this question, don't sit there with a dumb face like I did. Just say course medium fine. It don't even matter what the question is. If you feel like you feeling a little dumb, the answer is course medium and fine. I'm gonna help you out.
And it's something because I have some one of my clients and some of my clients.
Oh, I'm not quite sure what happened. We done lost our special guest tonight. We're gonna have to get him back in here because we were just in here talking a great deal of information. Let's go. Let's see what's went on. I'm not quite sure. Hold tight, guys. We're gonna get it back in because he have some classes that he needs to share us about because we need to be in these classes. I am telling you, I learned a great bit of information tonight, right? I learned a great bit of information when I did sit in his class, and I'm telling you, I had the dumb face. 18 years experience of doing hair and just knowing the knowledge that I've had from being able to help people out, to give them the tools that they need in order to continue having healthier hair, to be able to maintain their hair outside of the salon, outside of my chair, because your clients want that salon ready look. They want to keep that salon ready style. They want to wake up like they came to the salon every day. And when I absolutely sat in one of his classes, I was in the back like the little kid, uh, first day at kindergarten, not knowing what to do or not having any friends. That's truly how I felt. His class was so informational. It has so much information, and to even have a demonstration. The class I took was actually an Impulse Summit, and he used, instead of actually using a live model, he actually used a curly hair wig. So he was able to show us multiple cutting techniques on this curl pattern. I'm telling you, this class was so awesome. We've learned slice cutting, slide cutting, how to cut volume, all these different techniques on just curly hair. I was actually able to take that information back to the salon with me and try those out on my clients. And let me tell you, my clients is like, I'm not going anywhere else because they have learned so much. They have gotten a great haircut from other places, but the haircut that they received from me was above amazing. It was just beyond what they have expected and have experienced in other places altogether. So We're gonna, yes, you definitely need to take that class because it was just a whole different way of shaping curling hair. Now, most of the time you think that when it comes to cutting curly hair, like let me just get rid of the ends. If they have, a massive amount of hair, you just kind of want to get rid of the ends and make it healthy and make the curls pattern, make the curls pop. But the class he actually taught was more about shaping the curl patterns. When a client say that they want more volume at the top and they want to be able to keep their length, on how to be able to slide and slice and things that you would normally do on straight texture hair or on relaxed hair or on curly hair when you blow it out and make it straight. He actually taught how to do that on curls itself. I've never taken any class like that, and I've done it on my clients. And to just think that I've seen it done, but to actually do it and have someone experience is wonderful. And then to be able to shampoo their hair and to diffuse their hair, and then to actually see the curls pop in the manner that they want and the excitement that your guests have on their face when they're like, oh my God, this is the haircut that I've always wanted. And then for them to pop back into the salon later on sometime and say, you know what? Look at my hair. You cut it when it was curly and I blow dried it out and this is what it looks like straight, and the cut is still amazing even when they straighten their hair out. So we're going to get him back on again because I'll need you guys to find all about the classes that he's going to be teaching at coming up pretty soon so that you can get this cutting class, so that you can get more information on how to broaden your clientele, because that's ultimately what it is. When you cater to all curls, you're expanding your clientele. You're not boxing yourself in to just cater to one curl pattern, because it's not just about one curl pattern. Um, if someone walks in and say, "Hey, can you cut my hair?" You should say yes. Come on in, have a seat, and be able to cater to that client and give them a wonderful experience, because curls is curls. It's just a matter of knowing what you want these curls to do based on how they want to look. So this class was awesome. We are trying to get it back together to get him back on. Right now, I think we have did it, guys. So give me 2 seconds and let me see, because you guys need to hear where Jay Rashad is going to be at teaching these classes.
Get him back on right now. I think
there he is. Okay, he is back, y'all. Yes.
So give me 2 seconds and let me see, because you guys
technology. You know how that works. Technology just don't want to let us be great all the time. So we need to know about your classes.
Okay.
I've then talked it all up and told them what they're going to get, so they know what to expect and everything. So you got to tell them where to show up at.
So I saw you bragging, and I appreciate that.
Yes, I did.
So I do have a lot of classes for in South Carolina. I'm doing a lot of continuing education classes. Now, do you have to be in South Carolina to come to these classes? No, you can travel to us. I'm doing a lot of classes coming up in this year in Greenville, South Carolina. And then also I would be in March. It's contingent right now. March 21st, I'll be in Alabama, doing as a natural a natural hair show for consumers and stuff like that as well. I'll be in conjunction with a team there.
Okay.
That's March 20th. Um, I I'll be at the Impulse Summit again in September. We'll definitely be there again. We'll be doing some cutting. And then the other thing is, if you want me where you at, just hit me up. It's just, it's just that simple. I'm pretty open when it comes down to doing different classes where you want to be and stuff like that. I pack me and my family up, me and my kids, we and wife, we'll come down.
Hit the road. Ain't nothing like a good road trip.
We hit the road. We will hit the road. So anything that you guys may need when it comes down to education, I'm definitely available, and I'm going to do better when it comes down to doing my lives and educating you a lot more, and posting them on YouTube. And then also you can check my website out. I have a lot of different classes and a lot of different blogs on my website dealing with healthy hair. as well. So
What's the address to the website?
it's actually my name,
Okay.
JRashawnCulture.com.
Okay.
It's
We're gonna get those. We're gonna
JRashawnCulture.com.
get that information down there. If you guys are listening, type jrashardculture.com. Put it in the
Hmm.
comments because somebody else they just want to click on the link. Come on, put that in the
Right,
comments. So other people could just click on the link and go and get this information. So, as I said earlier, you guys have to get in a curl class. Like I know you do short hair and everybody's short hair gurus and they want to cut, slither, slice, and slide and all this other stuff on all the relaxed hair, and that's fine. But once you've mastered that, it's time to master something else.
right,
Not you don't. I mean, I understand we all want to be a jack of all trades. I get it, but sometimes you got to experience some other things in
right,
order to broaden being a jack of all trades. You still
right,
limiting yourself because you only want to know this certain type of information. You only want to learn about the latest trending information. If someone walking off the street out of the blue, I remember when I owned my salon, there was always a lady who would walk in every 3 months and ask us if we did carefree curls. It was one, and I can remember if this lady was to walk past me right now today, I'd be like, that's her. She walked in every 3 months and would ask us, do we do carefree curls? And every 3 months, I would tell her no because she
wow,
was the only one who would wear it. No one else ever walked in. And even to this day, I think about it. Like, I should have just told her yes and went out and got the stuff.
that's it.
Because she was faithful to coming in every 3 months. She would come into the salon and ask us, and I would just tell her no because I didn't want to buy the whole product and only be and she the only one who, yeah, that was my thinking. But now,
Right,
when we're trying to expand and we're trying to grow our business, it's great to be able to have a pocket full of information. So
right,
when that one client walks in and is asking for something and you don't know who she is. I
right,
don't know who this lady was, but I'm pretty sure she had a whole bunch of friends who probably wore Jerry curls too. And if I
right,
would have told her, yeah, I probably would have did the whole family and her
right,
neighborhood and her aunties and uncles and all of them. If I would have just told her yes, but I just
right,
kept telling her no. So
right,
you never know, the person who may walk into your salon may have curly hair and want to experience a cut from another location that she's been hearing so much information about. She don't want to wear a lace frontal. She just want her curly hairs, her curly hair done. And if you
hmm,
could cater to the curly hair, and then possibly later on, you could talk into wearing a lace frontal or something like that when she's going on vacation or going out of town. That
right.
that helps you out as a stylist also. So we have Jay Rashad got his information down there in the comment block, and if you guys have any questions, please go ahead on and comment below. Tell us how we can reach you. We can find you. We have your website. How else can we get involved in the information that you have? How can we find you?
Um, you can definitely go to my website. That's one of the easiest ways to definitely do that. You can look me up on Instagram, IG. Um, I I am doing a whole lot better when it comes down to IG. Facebook is starting to limit me a little bit more, but you can definitely still yet go on. Um, everything is my name.
Okay.
Anytime that you it's pretty much I don't have any other ways of putting that. Everything is pretty much my name.
All right. So we can
So
find you at J. Rashad Colter at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
yep,
website, across the board. If you guys get stuck, get lost, and you are looking for information on a curl pattern, even if you have someone to just walk into your salon or you do a haircut and you like, look, I got stuck. I have a question. Please
right,
reach out to him and ask your question. There's no
Even if
such
you have
thing as
someone
a
to
dumb
just walk into
question.
your
There's a such thing
salon or
as
you
not asking this question and
right.
getting the answer that you need. That is how we can
Also,
be. Go ahead.
you can go on IG to All Curls Matter.
Okay.
I do have an All Curls Matter IG that I'm putting a whole lot of stuff. I'm also getting my gear together, the gear for your All Curls Matter. So right now I'm wearing one of the sweatshirts. that says all curls matter. And then I also have like T-shirts and stuff like that as well. And as the time progressed, we'll be doing hats. And I had someone I was actually looking at some socks and stuff like that as well. So just doing different things. And my mom, she actually makes hair bonnets, customized hair bonnets. And so when it comes down to dealing with the healthiness of the hair, that's one
Mm-hmm.
main thing that I stand on is making sure that your hair is healthy. Um, that's where all curls matter. If you don't have your curl pattern, if your curl pattern, even if you decide to relax the hair, if
Mm-hmm.
you don't have some type of curl pattern in the hair, then you know you have lost the integrity of the hair.
Yes.
So therefore, I want you to, that's why I make sure that even when my mom she makes the bonnets, I make sure that I test them. I look at them. I examine them and all of that just to make sure
Mm-hmm.
it's done just right. So if you did definitely customize hair bonnets, um, t-shirts, anything like that, dealing with your hair, making sure that your hair is healthy. The t-shirts reminding you that your curls matter.
Mm-hmm.
The bonnets, to be able to make sure that you keep it where it needs to be. Also, I have my good friend. I guess I'm doing all my shout outs before we get off. Like tomorrow, my mama and them. But
Right.
my good friend Condor Rodnock as well. He has an aquatic mister,
Mm-hmm.
and with that aquatic mister, I know some of you guys that do follow me on Facebook and even some of my clients. Um, it's an amazing treatment machine
Mm-hmm.
that goes in and really treats the hair. The mist, the molecules are a whole lot smaller, where you're able to actually get deeper into the hair to be able to create what you need to create with the hair, making sure the hair is healthy. It is a difference between the mister and the steamer.
Yes.
So don't just look at it as, oh, that's just a steamer.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely make sure that you guys get a chance to check them out when it comes down to that. And then we also have Miss Chloe. She has been amazing with her product, her cleansing, her her clean slate,
Mm-hmm.
and that has definitely been amazing as far as taking my hair. I'm always looking for the best thing for my clients. As
Yes.
time go on, you always have to make sure that you're staying relevant and that you're staying with the best thing for your client because things do change.
They do.
So you want to make sure that you're staying on top of all of that.
Yes, yes, that's awesome. Yes, because products change all the time. Even our old faithfuls are changing.
Right.
Ingredients change all the time, and then a
Absolutely.
lot of us as professionals are developing, you know, new and better lines based on the products that we currently use, and we feel the need to have something else that does things a little bit better. And
Right.
it's interesting that you mentioned that there is a difference in a steamer and a mister,
Right.
and the fact that we have clean slate out there now. I know I do myself have a jar of clean slate. I sure do,
Right.
and I use it sparingly because it's only for me. It's not for my
Right.
clients right now. However, when I use that, it is cleansing, like,
Right.
and it does not leave the hair harsh or brittle or anything like
Not at
that. And
all.
I know we hear the word clean slate, and you like, oh my God, it's gonna be dry. It's gonna strip it of everything. No, it actually leaves the hair well hydrated. And I love the fact it smells like lemon. You know, us women
Right.
love smelling stuff. So anyone out there is listening, if you do not have you a jar of clean slate, I need you to head on over to Miss Chloe. She have been dropping comments all night long and get
Hmm.
you a jar and experience it. It just start with one jar. Just get the smallest jar she have. You can use it on yourself because you know we test stuff out on ourselves first before we
Right.
test it out on our clients. And Jay Rashard, because you don't have your hair, no hair, I'm pretty sure your
You
wife
know.
is your test person
Right.
before
Absolutely.
before you shout out to Jay Rashard's wife being that test person to get stuff
Absolutely.
done first before he could put it on somebody because he can't experience it. But we
Right.
have a person that we gotta try something. You like I'm gonna get a little bit and I'm gonna put it on somebody in order to see how it work out a little bit better. So we have clean receipt. We got the bonnets. Make sure that your hair, your curls It's protected as you lay down at night. Those cotton pillowcases are eating the moisture out of your hair. So please cover it with something. I don't care if you are like, I gotta wash my hair tomorrow and I don't have time. Cover it up. As
Cover it
dirty as
up.
it may be, just cover it up so that you can maintain that moisture until you get ready to cleanse your hair and start the process over again. Jay Rashad, are there
Absolutely.
any last minute comments you want to say? Anything else you want to throw out there? Condor, if anybody is listening to Condor in this video so that he can see how we've discussed the mister, anybody is looking for an aqua mister, you go and you contact Condor. Don't ask me about the mister because I'm going to tell you to go ask him.
Right.
I can't get you one, but we know
Right.
how you can get one to
Right.
improve your business, to help with color, to help with dry scalp, to help with
Right.
brittle hair, to help with everything, to increase your sales, increase your business as well. Is there any last things that you want to mention before we wrap it up here? Because I know we got a lot of notes and we need to digest this information.
I tried to give you as much as I could. I thank you for even considering me. The very first time you and I we wound up meeting each other, I think it was in passing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we were at a hair show and I was running busy all at the same time at the hair show and you stopped me. You were on your live and I was like, okay, let me come and talk to her because I do my best, and regardless of who knows me or how many people know me. Even
Mm-hmm.
if I don't know you, I make sure, and I didn't know you at the time, but I wanted to make sure that regardless that I spoke and that I did what it is that you needed, that you needed done. So that is always a goal that's a thing that I live by to make sure that I just be nice. It's so nice. It's so nice to be nice and genuine with people. I don't care if I don't know them, if I do know them. I just do my best to be nice so that opportunities like this right here can come about. And so I'm so forever grateful for you choosing me or thinking about me and me being on your mind enough to be able to do this. Um, Make sure that everyone, and it's so big to me that everybody understand your passion.
Right.
Curly hair, me doing this All Curls Matter, this is a passion of mine. It's nothing more that don't there's it's nothing besides God and my wife that gets me more excited within my industry and stuff like that than talking and educating people
Mm-hmm.
about doing this right here. I can talk about it. I don't even have to take notes. God, he just download things into me based off of the things that I've already learned. And he said he said he'll bring things back to your remembrance. But one thing about it, in the midst of bringing things back to your remembrance, you have to have something in there for for you to remember.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm thankful for God giving me that passion to learn more about it, so that I can just give it the way He wants me to give it. And so, find your passion, realize what it is that your passion is. Go back to your childhood and remember what you wanted to be when you were that kid.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where your passion really lies, is at that pure state of your life. And so go and do that. Find those things out and go do it. And because when you do something that's your passion, you'll do it and don't think about getting paid. And as you continue to do it, you're going to serve, and God is going to bring increase like never before. The more you continue to do it. But if you continue to just work and just work and just work, you're going to always work every day of your life. But all
Yes.
when you're doing something that's your passion, you'll do it and you'll enjoy it, and God will continue to bless you like never before because you'll do it to serve. So find your passion and serve, and everything else will work out.
I love it. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in the hallway, literally, because I was like, I saw him on Facebook. That's
Right.
somebody I know. That's literally all it was. And you know how we are out here in these social media streets. We see folks all the time, and it's never
Right.
the same when we actually run into them in person.
Right.
And
Right.
and all I remember is people Facebook names. That's why I was
Right.
like, I don't even know whether that's his name or not. But that's what Facebook say. So I'm gonna run
Right.
with what Facebook say.
Right.
and you responded. So thank you for responding. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for just for sharing, for pouring out what you are passionate about. And I'm going to reiterate for everyone out there who are unsure, just their passion is questionable at the moment, to just revisit, like Jay Rashard said, revisit that childhood passion, because as kids we knew what we want to do, and as adults things start to change because we allow fear to come in. That's why kids say and do whatever they want to do, because they are
Right.
fearless. And that's why sometimes you gotta be like, don't say that. They have no fear. They have no threshold. They have no holds bar. Basically, they say and do whatever it is that they want to do. They don't have that challenge as an adult, or that fear blocking them, or life happening to them.
Right.
They allow they control the things that happen in their life as much as the parent will allow them to. That is, I'm gonna put that out there, because some
Right.
kids are, some kids are wild, but that's another topic. We ain't gonna talk about that. That's another show. But I want to thank you for coming on tonight. Thank you for sharing your information. I hope you guys have taken wonderful notes tonight. Don't forget to reach back out to Jay Rashad if you have any questions. If you get stuck on a curly girl, she come in and you just confused, schedule that appointment later. Reach out and ask your questions that you need, so that you can get the confidence to be able to service her when that appointment time come. I always say that. Don't tell that person no. Schedule that appointment out. Reach out to someone that have the knowledge that you need in order to
Yeah.
service this client. The only thing you have to be afraid of ever is someone telling you no. Like, that's the
Right.
worst thing. And as kids, we were always told no, and yet we still became an adult anyhow. So thank you so much for being with us tonight. Um, thank you. I
That's
don't
it.
I don't have anything else to say, but thank you so much. We're definitely going to have you back again, because I'm pretty sure as time go on, things are going to change.
Right.
You're going to have different movements that's going to happen, and we want to bring you back on so that we can share those movements with a broader audience, so that we can continue to collaborate with other stylists out there and bring them the knowledge that you have. So
Right.
thank you.
It's definitely my pleasure. Thank you.
All right, guys, we had Jay Rashawn on tonight. It has been an amazing, amazing night. I don't know about you, but I have so many notes. I don't even know what to do with these notes that I have in front of me. I'm going to review my information. I'm going to revisit the things that I have learned tonight. um, just re-look at your notes. We discussed some things tonight. We discussed three tips real quick was know your passion. Number two tip was don't create a plan B. Stick with your plan A. And number three was to give it your all. Those are three wonderful tips that we learned tonight. We also got some hair knowledge in. We talked about the difference of detoxing, clarifying, and chelating of clients' hair. We shared some different companies with you tonight. As always, Build Your Salon Business Talk is a platform designed to bring you the beauty professional information that you need in order to grow your business to whatever level you are trying to get to. With myself, your host, ElishaMonique, giving you all the knowledge that you need in order to wherever it is that you're trying to go. We aim to just put it out there. So I hope you guys have enjoyed spending time with us tonight. Don't forget to go ahead on and share this back out, so that the next stylist can get over the hurdles that they're trying to get over. Give us those thumbs up, give us those hearts when we have say information that is relevant to you. Also, if you have any other questions, you come back to this video and you get stuck, we want to hear from you. Don't forget to comment below any questions that you may have. Also, the Salon Business Blueprint Club. That is a membership platform for salon owners and stylists to be involved in, to get the courses, full courses on how to structure your business properly. Live training sessions that's going to teach you about branding. That's going to teach you about booth rental versus commission. That's going to teach you about pricing structure for your business. There are master classes in there on tax preparations. There's a plethora of documents for you to use inside of your beauty business. And we hope that you're going to be a part of the club where I am your coach. You can ask me any questions. We have our own forum right there on the platform. No need to veer off to Facebook where your questions get lost. No need to set up something that no one can find. We have a calendar of events as well. Head on over to buildyoursalonbusiness.com, buildyoursalonbusiness.com, and allow Salon Business Blueprint Club to start helping you build your salon business today. As always, guys, Build Your Salon Business Talk airs every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We hope to see you next week so that we can share more information with you on how to grow your beauty business. Once again, we air every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until next time, I'll talk to you soon.